Hey, Bill.
Hey, Scott. I'm over here typing in my chat. How's it going?
How are you?
I,
Sort of a
I'm lost. I mean, I got. It's been so long since I've had this set up. I'm used to being on my phone now, and I'm totally lost.
we've both been on cruises. It's like a month since we've had a cruise talk live. How are you doing, Bill?
I'm doing fine. I'm still just got back. Well, just like you, just got back from a cruise, and I'm still not back to 100% back to normal. I'm still having like relapses of being on a cruise ship, getting up, don't want to do anything. Oh, I gotta clean. Oh, I gotta cook. Oh, woe is me. But I'm coming back. I'm coming back strong.
The cruise blues, as they say, that I'm the
Cruise
same
blues.
way. I live in Arizona, as you know, and we don't move our clocks back or do any of that. But I was on the East Coast while they did do that, and for some reason or another, this time change, this time around, has really kicked my butt. Even though we haven't, like I said, moved our clocks at all, I have really been feeling the time change. I don't know about you, and
Oh,
adding
it
that
was
onto
terrible.
travel.
It was 5:30. I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, oh, I missed the live. And it's 5:30. It's completely dark outside. This is ridiculous. I,
Uh,
this is trash. Oh, I'm
it
sorry.
is, it is trash. Well, I'll tell you, uh, the cruise I was on, luckily for the people, the last cruise I was just on, they definitely saved it. If you want to call a ship trash, Bill, the Carnival Paradise, man, oh man, I will come out and say that right now. That ship is trash, Bill.
Nope, I'm not going to say it.
Not gonna say, I'll say it. I'll say it. The Carnival Paradise is trash. So thank you for everybody that was on that cruise that made it a great cruise. But man, oh man, that stinks.
I was about to say that. What made that cruise was the people that was on the ship. All the people that were on the ship. You had everybody on that ship. And to me, I don't care what ship it was on, it had to be fun. Yeah, it's an older ship, and they don't have all the amenities. Scott, I'm past all that. Give me give me a good group of people, and I'm happy.
Well, guess what? I know I said that earlier in the year. I thought I liked smaller ships, but apparently, I guess I don't. 'Cause
Really? Now
give me
I
the
can do.
bells and whistles. Give me the Jubilee. Give me the Vista. Give me the Panorama. Man, I miss you. I miss you, Sunshine. Man, I miss you.
Wow. I
Yeah,
mean, to me, they're not that much, not that much of a difference.
I'll tell you. The only thing that we had to do, Bill, for entertainment, besides entertaining ourselves, which we're all entertaining people, was trivia. They jammed trivia down your throat
Yeah.
so many times it hurt. And I know Carnival loves their trivia, but Bill, the only thing to do on the Carnival Paradise for Halloween, besides the shows and your costume party, was trivia. And if you didn't like it, well, guess what? Trivia or the casino.
Casino.
Well, yeah, well, yes, you have to pay for that entertainment, Bill.
Yeah, you do a little bit, and I, yes, and to not looking into the future, but I'm going to. I think tomorrow Banter with Bill is going to be about my the Panama Canal. I'm trying to convince my son to come on, and he says, "Dad, the only way I'm gonna come on is if you let me bash Carnival." And so I said, "Son, have at it. Say whatever you want to say about Carnival." But I think you and him are like similar in the same age bracket, and I can see how you could get bored easily. For me, walking around looking at the water, I take my laptop or whatever, and I'm fiddling around on my laptop. I'm in heaven. Younger people, yeah, you want the flow rider, you want I don't know, bing, what's that? Where you bounce the ping pong, bong, bing, bong, drink,
Beer pong.
beer pong. I never played that in my entire life. I've never played beer pong.
Oh,
Anyway, and so you guys want things, but for me, they may have like a pumpkin carving. Well, I'm into it, you know. So on the Paradise, I understand it's older ship, but when I went on it, they had a great cruise director. I forgot her name, Lele, and
Hmm.
I had a blast. I had a blast on the Paradise. And again, like you said, there's not a whole lot to do. They had a good guy in the piano bar. I had
That was
fun.
saving grace.
You guys disappointed me. I expected you guys to go live like every day. Somebody. And very rarely did I see it like a live or anything.
Okay, so Tinkerbell went live a lot on our cruise, but however, most of us who thought we had Wi-Fi actually did not have Wi-Fi on that cruise, including myself. I didn't think I had Wi-Fi, but I actually went. I did the old bill, where you buy it at 12
Whoa.
o'clock. I did the old bill trick, where you buy it at 12 o'clock, so you feel like you have 2 days. I think that was a tip that you shared with us earlier in an earlier episode of Cruise Talk Live. So I've been doing that. I only bought it twice, actually. And then both of the times I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go live. I'm just going to enjoy myself. So I did enjoy myself. But here's the thing, Bill. You've been going on a cruise company and a cruise that I have been very, very, very curious about since probably the beginning of this year. I haven't been able to try it out yet. So we'll say hi to some people, but we're going to come back and I want you to convince me, or at least try to convince me, your new favorite, and I'm going to say this, his new favorite cruise company. I want you to try
Carnival, don't listen to him, Carnival. Keep the offers coming, Carnival. Don't listen to him.
House of X comes in. Hello, House of X. How are you? Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Ross says, "Voiced." Hello, Ross. Welcome in. My cruise roommate from this last cruise, TJ. Hey, TJ. Welcome in. Let's see. Yeah,
TJ,
Dustin Anderson.
Bing bong. I mean, you know what I was talking about, TJ. I'm sorry.
What's up, Dustin? How are you? Clock has come in. Hello, Clock. Welcome in. Marjorie has come in. Welcome in, Marjorie. Hello, Warmstrong, and good evening, everyone. Journeys with June and Brady. My aunt and uncle have come in. Hello, Nate the Great. Hello, Nate the Great. Hope you're getting ready for Slob Olympics. Me and Mr. No Pants were talking about it this weekend. It is Wednesday. We are finally getting to the good stuff. That's right. We're back. Dustin, we're back. Keisha is here. Hello, Bill. Hey there. Hello, Keisha. Hey, Ross. Let's see. Keisha. Hey, chat, big warm group hug and hello. I know it has been a couple weeks. Nikki has joined us. What Bill at home for once? I know, right? I mean,
not for long, baby. Not for long.
When is your next cruise, Bill?
November 16th. 10 days or whatever.
Oh boy,
I don't know. What's today's date? 10th. 10 days from now.
Coming up quick. The Bud Files has come in. Hello, Bud. Welcome in. Hey, Bud. Nazuma has joined us. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Yep, the people made it 110%. We had a wonderful group of people. Yes, we did. Smaller and smaller can be really different. Yes, that's true. Well, smaller and smallest can be really different. Yes, that is very true. Carnival Cruise Addicts have also joined us. Hey, Bill and Scott. That is Liz. Hello. I had more fun off the ship than on the ship activities wise. Yes, we'll talk about a little bit about that, Ross. But had to do with 3 people that I was with. Yes, that's right. We had a really nice excursion in Jamaica, Montego Bay. A lot of people,
nice.
Bad rap for a lot of people, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Controversial cruising, you get what you pay for at Carnival Paradise. Yes, that's true. Hi and good evening. I was tempted to only book for the good-looking men. Well, hello, Marjorie. Tuber chat, what up? Hello, Kevin. Welcome in. That's right. You did have Wi-Fi. That's right. But you had it for company purposes. Let's see. Antoinette at Fun. Hello, Antoinette. Good evening. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Ross was one of the people that I think I did see live. I didn't, not a lot, but I did see him live.
Antoinette. Yeah. Well, I don't know if Antoinette went live. Who
no. Ross.
Oh, Ross didn't go live.
Yeah, no. Antoinette. She did she go live or was it a video from the pre-cruise meetup?
A video like 12 hours after it happened. I was like, "How are you editing this so fast?"
That gave me what do you call it? FOMO. That gave me actually that pre-cruise meetup gave me FOMO. I'm missing out on this.
It was fun. You were right there though with me just a couple months ago. We went to Sparkman, so you knew exactly, the lay of the land, pretty much. and what we were experiencing. I got those wings too, Bill. Remember the wings that I didn't get that time? I did get them, and they were phenomenal. So I am
Good.
glad that I got them this time. Amy has joined us. Hey, boys. Welcome in, Cruise Crazy fam. And right after this, too, I have my crew going to Antoinette Fun. So we can all go over to Antoinette Fun and do a little raid, too, after this. I have mine already set up. So proud of you, Antoinette. I remembered. Let's see. And Gavin has joined us. Hello, Gavin. Welcome in. And I think I am down to the bottom of the chat. So, Bill, you said your next cruise is November 16th. And
November 16th.
What cruise is that you're?
It will be a MSC cruise, Seascape. I've been on Meraviglia, which I just got off of.
Again?
Yeah, the Seashore, went on there twice.
Again?
I went on the Magnifica.
Again?
I love their ships. I like the ships. I like the ships, but I love the price.
Ooh.
And now they're actually giving out like casino deals, so I'm really getting some really good prices with them. And the only thing with the casino deal is I'm not getting the free drinks in the casino like I do with Carnival.
Okay.
So, but I'm getting balcony offers, and for me, even though I spent the last time I said I was in a balcony room, I spent 15 minutes out there. This trip I spent less. I mean, I was literally out there a couple of minutes. I filmed something real quick, and then I ducked back in, and I did not go on the balcony. But no, and we're going to talk about it. But they are an up and coming cruise company, and how long they're going to keep doing what they're doing now, I don't know. But they're trying to break into a market, and the prices are fantastic. But once people see World America, which is coming out next April, I believe, I think they're going to start getting a feel of what MSC is about. And I think the prices are going to go up.
Are you booked on World America?
I had to cancel it. I had a Carnival cruise because I love Carnival so much. I had see, Carnival, I still love you. Carnival, I booked a cruise in April on Carnival. So I'm going to miss out on that. On a Carnival Luminosa, matter of fact. Your favorite ship.
Oof. Oh, another oof of a Carnival ship. But so, Bill, why would you say that MSC is a better value, or would you say that MSC is a better value right now than Carnival, and why?
Well, basically, picture royal ships without the aqua, theater and the flow rider. So you have a lot of ground to cover. You have, I'm trying to think, did I go live? I'm sure I went live at some point. But they have like the promenade with the canopy overhead, and they have a bowling alley. They have a big basketball court that make it to pickle court, and they have just a ton of things, a rope course, an indoor outdoor swimming pool, the adult area. So it's kind of like Carnival on steroids. You can't top Royals Entertainment as far as I'm concerned. I mean, some of the newer ships, Norwegian and things like that, you might be able to, but Royal, their shows are top notch. Their entertainment
with the Broadway style plays.
It's top notch. They can never touch that. But every night they had a different show in the theater on MSC. On one night they had a comedian, but other than that they had like the dancers and singers. So for the price, I couldn't beat it. And even the regular prices, they are probably a little bit lower than Carnival. And you got newer ships, lower price, and you don't have to beg for an upgrade. If the ship is not sold out and they have balconies available, they pass them out for free. And a lot of people got free upgrades. Oh, I came on the ship and I didn't know I had an upgrade. They gave me a balcony, and they were just ecstatic.
I love that.
So
now, are things like bowling, is that free, or do you have to pay?
No, you have to pay for that, and the flight simulator, but the options were there for you to do it. On Carnival, like the older ships, they don't even have those options.
There's nothing.
There's nothing. There's trivia, which they had trivia on this one, but they have a ton of things to do. The food, they don't have a lot of free options, but they do. The buffet I thought was good, as good as anybody buffet out there. Royal
Better than
Carnival.
Carnival?
Yes.
Oh.
It's set up weird. So you're going to, when you first get there, you're going to be like, this is going to be crazy, because they'll have a station right here, and at both ends they have plates. Where do you start at? So they both have plates like this, plates here, plates here, and that's what they do. So now you have people going both ways. So now you're going down there, and somebody's right in front of you going the opposite direction. It's a weird setup. Why they do it like that, I don't know.
Watch my mashed potatoes, man. Watch my mashed potatoes.
Pretty much. And I think people get frustrated by things like that because they like structure. But once you learn how to deal with it, it's like, excuse me, and you walk around them and get whatever you want. Once you get into that, the food was hot. I had rice. I had a baked potato. Both were able to melt butter. You know, I mean, it was that hot. And
ketchup this time. Ketchup. I've heard the ketchup gate.
Yeah, now that was the first time. Only at one time that I didn't have ketchup, which was crazy. But other than that, no, the main dining room was decent. I still have the same problem. I love coffee with my dessert. I love them at the same time, and trying to find somebody that can do that is hard on any cruise line.
Yeah, it is hard.
Rio on Carnival, whatever, Spirit, she was the only one in the last 20 days on a cruise ship. She was the only one that was able to do it for me.
Dessert at the same time as coffee.
Same time. I mean, it brought a tear to my eye. I mean, I really don't think that's asking a whole lot either, to be honest with you.
Now, I have a serious question for you, Bill. Is the coffee better on MSC or on Carnival?
MSC. MSC, and in the I'm not a coffee snob. Scott, whatever kind of coffee I had in the main dining room, that wasn't just coffee. That was like an espresso or something. It was some Americano coffee. It was a specialty coffee.
Oh,
I was shocked. I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is not like the regular, because again, I don't know a lot about coffee. I know coffee, you fill it up, you go to Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons and get your coffee. That's normally what coffee looks like. And they had that in the buffet area and stuff like that. But they had some different first top-notch type coffee in the main dining room.
Now you're making me want. Now you're making me want to go.
When I got it, I thought of you. I'm like, I wonder if Scott would drink this, because it was different, and this was like with no cream or anything in it. So this is before I doctored it up. It was delicious. And I see Clock is talking about they had the flavored creamers up there. They must have had the teas. They must have had a shelf that had, I don't know, 10 different types of teas that you could get. I got a couple over here. I might have borrowed and brought home, but they had teas that you could just taste. Cinnamon orange, some kind of cinnamon orange tea, delicious. No problem with MSC as far as I'm concerned, as far as the food, except for the very limited options as far as, especially like after the buffet closes and things like that. Just very limited.
Same thing on Carnival too. I mean, after late night
Jubilee,
snacks,
you had a lot of free options.
Though I did my thing again, and I ordered the wings. You can order the wings anywhere to the ship, or you can order the room service anywhere to the ship. Can you do that on MSC? Do they have a room service delivery app?
To be honest with you, I don't think so. I'm still learning their app, because it's just like any app that's different, it becomes a problem. But I don't remember any like room service other than outside your room. You get it delivered to your room, but as far as the ship itself, the cabin steward, you have like little light switches to let them know that
I'm out of the room or I'm in the room.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna let me explain it to you. When you put your key in, you have to put your room key in, because it has like a barcode.
Yep.
That cuts on the power, but it also signals that you're in the room.
Oh.
So if you take that key out, a light comes on that you're not in the room. Then you have two other buttons that says "Do not disturb" or "Make up the room."
Oh,
so whenever when I'm in the room, I just put the "Do not disturb" on. They never knocked on my door once. They brought some stuff to the room, slid it under the door,
nope.
and never disturbed me. And then when I left out the room, put on the "Make up the room," and when I came back, the room was made up. I never really saw my cabin stored.
That's
Never
like
even
the
saw it.
snooze. That's like the snoozing sign for all the carnival
Right.
cruise acts.
Now, if but the kids come by and they take it off and it falls down, and I mean, it was top notch. I mean, I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
I want to get one of those for my room. All right, let me get down to the bottom. Scratch and Pete, hello, Scratch and Pete, welcome in. Blitz Cruises November 10th. Oh my God, I'm so behind. Lazy Days, hi, Lazy Days, welcome in. Hello, everyone. Hello, boys, says Emily74. Hello, M, welcome in. Great video on the room service. I'm so sorry I wasn't there. I forgot about my premiere.
You rookie, and you just changed the time. I couldn't believe you weren't there. I thought I was working trying to get set up for this live, and I'm like, Scott's in there because I'm talking, but I'm talking to everybody else. I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, yep. Sorry, guys. Well, yes, that was a room service video on how to properly order wings anywhere to the ship. I was at the Skybox and I showed you how easy it was. It took less than 30 minutes to get all of that. I had a pizza, I had wings, and I had a quesadilla. So it was a lot of food and it was really good. Though now I will say what I'm experiencing, and this is outside of the topic, the wings are on a ship to ship basis. So the wings that I got on the Paradise, you'll see I did a whole little separate little thing on that, but they were weird shaping. There were some extra bone, and I mean they looked sort of kind of like wings ish. Most of them did, but they were definitely not what I got on the Miracle. The Miracle was like perfect wings. They were like, poof. If I could get those wings every single time, forget about it. Yeah, not on the Paradise. I ate them still. Eddie can vouch. He had some of them too, but
sweet.
Some people go both ways. Yes, right.
Yeah, well, they did. You run into each other. But they literally they have like sliced like watermelon every day. I mean, the bacon every day.
Every day.
Every day. Now I don't know, every other 2 or 3 days. You can go to the main dining room for lunch, and breakfast and all that. So,
do they do the buffalo cauliflower every third day on late night snacks like Carnival does, and hide it and pretend people are drunk enough, or hope people are drunk enough and think it's chicken?
I don't know about that, but yeah that sounds like a carnival.
You heard me, Carnival. Yeah, it looks just like the chicken. No, it doesn't. Buns of Steel, said Orange Cone Blog. TJ said there's a rumor that MSC wants to build a port in California, Port of LA. Ooh,
I can believe that. They're expanding. They're expanding drastically. They're going to Galveston. They are really trying, and they've got they've got my business as far as right now.
I'm doing it before 2025. I'm telling you. Journey's Virginia Brady said most of the ladies and guys, not myself, but most of the guys also had coffee with their desserts every night too.
Did they bring them both June? Did they bring them both out at the same time? Or see, because I mean, they would bring out my dessert, and then 5 minutes later would bring out the coffee, and I'm already done with my dessert, and the coffee comes. I don't want that. I want the coffee and dessert. Scott was with me at the same time, so I can have a bite of my cake or whatever, a scoop of the ice cream, and a sip of coffee.
Wants his coffee and cake and eat it too. MSC has flavored creamers as well. Yes. Now I can say hello to all my fellow cruisers. I know we're all back. So Paradise gets the mutant wings. I know they were, they were kind of like mutant wings. Most of them were normal, but there were a few that I was like, I picked it up. I was like, what the hell, Tinkerbell? What the hell is this? She was like, oh my God, that is not a wing. Yeah.
So, no telling what it was.
Yeah, we got 2 of them. They were all right. But again, the wings on the Miracle and the wings that I also got on the Sunshine too, back in March, those were really good too. And the Jubilee, but I mean, obviously the Jubilee goes without saying. At least, hopefully, goes without saying. So, I thought that was a pretty ass question. I know a lot of people have asked about the room service. It is something that you do have to pay for too. I did want to add that. It was about $19 and something for all that. They do charge your stateroom card, and then all you do is just sign that wonderful receipt that I hope Carnival ends up getting away with. Now, Bill, do they make you sign receipts on MSC?
The only time I signed a receipt was like when I went to like a gift shop, but like for drinks and things like that, no. Here you go. Here's your drink.
Can we get rid of the receipts? I have receipts here. I've saved them. What are you making me do, Carnival? You get a receipt for everything, as you know, Bill. I mean, I know you sell both lines, but I mean, get rid of the receipts for every drink. The gift shop, I understand, but I mean, everything that you get on Carnival comes with a receipt, a paper one.
It makes no sense. Not to change the subject. Well, it is a change subject, but not to really change the subject. In your video, you were talking about pizza. MSC has the best pizza. I mean, and I would compare it to pizza on land. It wasn't really? This pizza. This pizza was delicious. The dough was light and airy, but the bottom had a crunch to it, or a crispy like bottom. It was a great pizza on land also, not just sea. It's the best pizza at sea.
Now, was it free?
It was free.
Yes,
this was free, and they did two different types. They did a like a deep dish, and it seemed like because I only did the pizza like maybe twice, and it seemed like every other day they would switch up between like a deep dish, like a Detroit style pizza, like it's not like a true Chicago deep dish, but like a thicker crust, and then the thin crust, a thinner crust, and they both were just absolutely delicious.
I'm honestly getting sick of Carnival's pizza. I didn't have one slice of Carnival pizza this entire cruise because, tell you the truth, Bill, that line is getting longer and longer. I don't know, people must like it, but they are cooking those pizzas less and less, and they are trying to pump out so many pizzas in a given line or a given time that they're not even cooking them anymore. I mean, I saw some of the pizza come out, and it was like still dough, basically. I mean, I know pizza is dough, but I mean, you're supposed to have a little something on the bottom, and it was just straight dough. And for me, I don't know, the paper thin, I'm kind of over the whole Carnival pizza. So to hear that MSC actually has a really good pizza, I like pizza, but in that sense, what Carnival does to it, I'll pass. I'll find something else.
And they put pineapples on their pizza.
Oh, don't do that at Carnival. You don't even have an option for Carnival. I mean,
well, now here you can't order the pizza you want, but they do make it like with a vegetable, a cheese, vegetable, a couple of meats, and then they have like again, I don't know if they do it every day, but they had like the pepperoni or was it pepperoni or ham? Might have been ham and pineapple, and it was absolutely delicious.
One of my favorite pizzas, Bill, ham and pineapple. I know me and you agree on that. Not many people agree, I know, but ham and pineapple.
Royal, I see Dustin's talking about Royal. Royal, this pizza was better than Sorrento's. I didn't have their room service pizza on Royal, but their Sorrento's, this pizza was, to me, was better.
I think 2025, Bill, is going to be the year that I finally try MSC, Royal, Princess, or Celebrity, one of the two. Obviously, I already have a Carnival 3 Carnivals booked next year, so those are going to be those. But yeah, I think I'm going to try at least 4 other cruise companies next year. And I already have a Royal booked with VentureCast at the beginning of next year, the Oasis of the Seas.
I'm going broke next year. I'm going to do, is it NCL Aqua?
Oh, I have NCL too. Duh, I have NCL next year too. Duh.
NCL Aqua, they have like the Prince experience or some kind of tribute to Prince for their show.
Theme cruise.
I'm going. No, it's not a theme cruise. It's like their show.
Okay.
So I'm gonna book it just for the show.
When is that?
I don't know. I don't think the ship is out. Whatever. It comes out in April sometime. But yeah, whenever it comes out, I'm gonna look down a couple of months down the road so I can try to save a couple of dollars. But something tells me it's going to be expensive.
Oh yeah, definitely going to be expensive, but an experience. Liz says, "I like the buffalo cauliflower." You want to know what? I like it too, but I know why they do it, and they do it so they can cut the cost and they can hide it. And again, on the late night buffet, and most
Stop
people
being
aren't going to
cheap.
realize it. But come on, give us both. I mean, I
Yeah.
like the buffalo cauliflower. I'll have a few, but give us both. Don't come on. Don't do the whole bacon thing where you do it every third day. Don't do that. Question: Who else knew the epic cabins? Who else knew on the epic in the cabins the sink is in your room? Either your bed or couch is across from the sink. I didn't know that.
Uh,
Did you know the sink was in your bedroom in the MCL
no,
epic? I
in the
didn't know.
bedroom,
It's kind of weird.
that
It's
would be
kind of
kind of
weird.
weird.
Now I'm gonna have to Google it, Emily. I did not know that, but now I'm gonna have to Google it. PK
Epic.
Adventures, Ryan and Mel have come in. Hello, Ryan and
Welcome in.
Mel. I'm making it down. Royal had good pizza, but they don't have Blue Iguana or Guy's Burger. I only had one Guy's Burger on this last cruise. It wasn't bad actually. It was up to par, but I don't know. I'm a little Guy's Burgered. I'm a little Guy's Burgered out, and then with not too many other food options on the Paradise, I was like,
Right. See, I'm
and
I'm
I'm
the same way,
pushing
Scott.
myself.
I'm the same way. I don't do like Guy's Burger. I might get one or the pizza anymore, but they had chopsticks, which was on the Spirit,
Ooh,
and I enjoyed that for like lunch.
chopsticks is good. It's kind of like your buffet style GG's, but not really GG's.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
you know. It's decent. It's decent. I really like too. And Bill, this is what I missed on this last cruise. It was only 6 days. They had sea day brunch. Okay, but the sea day lunch, as you know, on the longer journeys cruises, as you and I were just going on, is a completely different ball game. Sea day lunch comes with a completely different menu.
Right.
You have emeralds. You have emeralds features. I know on sea day brunch they have emeralds features, but the menu is exactly the same. Whereas the sea day lunch, it will rotate based on the ports that you're into. If you're in a more Caribbean port or a more Mexican port or a more Asian port, the menu will actually change to that port and or whatever they feel like to as well. If you're going to like Jamaica, you might have some jerk style kind of lunch, which is kind of nice. And I like the sea day lunches over the sea day brunches, but we did go to I think we went to two sea day brunches and we went to every dinner. So and again, that was only because it was definitely something to do, definitely a way to get together. But yeah, it was again not too many things to do on the Paradise. No.
That that is one of the problems with like the smaller ships. That's why I'm gonna be interested in Royal when they're going to start building. What they want to start building some smaller ships of what they do as far as like entertainment on those smaller ships.
They need some sort of entertainment, and there were lounges, Bill. I would say at least one or two lounges that weren't being used, and of course, yes, you have to staff and think of a game or do something else. But they were completely opened, and nobody was in there. Not a
Yeah.
soul, no music. Well, there was some background music, but I mean, they could have been doing something else. Let's see. I'm just picking up. Picking what ship I like. Best. I like best next cruise in book, unless I go on a group. Which, Bill, we are kind of in talks of possibly doing a group cruise for 2025. You and I, or 2026, 2025,
Somewhere
2026.
around there. Hopefully,
We're
we
around
can
there.
get something going.
It won't be on a small ship, I promise that. It won't be on the Carnival Paradise, I promise that. It won't be on the Carnival Luminosa, I promise that. I promise. And it won't be on a Margarita. I won't take out the Islander. I'll take out the other Paradise, Margaritaville Paradise. Could be on the Islander, Bill. I mean,
See, Scott, that would just
maybe
mean we
not.
would have to entertain people.
I'm fine with that.
You know, yeah. I mean, I think I wasn't bored. We went on the Islander with Edna's
Yeah,
World. I had a great time.
we had a blast. We had a blast. That was a great cruise.
But for me, you know, if they can provide like live music and not like low budget like music. I
Right.
mean, that's what I loved about MSC because it was more of a jazz feel in some of it, and I could sit there and have a drink all day. I will. Me and MSC are having a problem right now though, because excuse me, the Meraviglia was one of my favorite ships, and I went live on one day, and they had a jazz club, the Sky Lounge, where they played jazz, but off to the back of it was a cigar lounge with a TV and cigars, and they're changing that into a library.
Ooh,
that's what I said. I said, of all things, because there's a little small room. It's like, what are they going to do with it? It's nothing to do with it. They want to make it a library, so you'll put a library off the jazz lounge. It made no sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
We're me and them are going through it right now.
Aren't they supposed to be doing away with libraries?
Every other cruise line. I mean, MSC is a little behind. They're trying. They're catching up. They don't understand what we want over here.
All right. Guys is good, but the buffet burgers suck. I know. But I do have to agree. I do have to say one thing though. The late night snacks, Bill, the one thing that the Paradise really surprised me of, and I was like, first night, I was hell-bent. I'm like, these buns, they're going to suck. I'm telling you. Everything else sucks. I mean, the food was okay, but I'm telling you, the buns are going to be rock hard. I picked up whatever it was, or it was a meatball sub, and that meatball sub was fluffy, and the bun was soft. And I thought it was a fluke. So I had to get something else. I got the ham and cheese. Of course, they don't give you big enough tongue. So, you dropped half of the bun on the floor. So I had to get another one and pick that one up. But the bun on the ham and cheese, also soft and fluffy and airy. And you bit into it, and it wasn't like, oh, they reheated it to make it fluffy, fake fluffy. No, it was real fluffy. And I was like, wow. Gotta be a thing. Maybe the guy just had a really good day, and I don't know. Went back the next night, and I have to admit, I probably went I'll admit to you, I went every single night to the late night buffet, and every night I went, they had fluffy and soft buns. I was astounded. And the short that I posted, that was actually of the Miracle. So I know you guys were like, wait, you posted a hard bun. That was actually from the Miracle. That wasn't from the Paradise. But yeah, the Paradise had all soft buns for the late night buffet. All the chicken was crispy. It wasn't like the leftover chicken. All the French fries were fresh. I was like, if the Carnival Paradise did one good thing, it's the late night buffet. I'm like, would you believe that?
Yes. I've only found it like the one ship, the MSC ship had the hard bun. Most places, I mean, the buns, they're usually not out long enough.
I mean,
Scott, let me change topic real quick. Okay, everybody, I believe I posted it. Scott, I believe I posted it on your channel too. Mead and I, for those of you who don't know, they're a YouTube channel, and they're having an award, and it's an award show. They've been doing it for 5 years. And they give out awards. Last year I was nominated. I didn't win. This year I am nominated for, I think, best solo cruiser and also the best YouTube collaboration. Me and Scott. So me and Scott have it, and I think Scott is in there for a couple of more.
I am. We are.
So, and Keisha is in there for about 5 or 6 different awards. Keisha H.
Keisha.
So if you guys look at the link, I pinned it on my side. Scott, it might be on your side too.
Yes, it's in my description. I actually have I
pinned it up there. If you guys don't mind going there and voting for us, we would appreciate it. Keisha H, Controversial Cruising, and Warm Strong Adventure. And there's probably about 20 different categories. And you can do a write-in for your favorite channel, Warm Strong Adventure. Man, if it's Keisha or Scott, if you don't pick me and you pick one of them, I don't mind you writing them in. But and that's kind of getting off the subject. I'm gonna start putting out a couple of little advertisements for this. I haven't done it. I just got back from this cruise, and I've just been out of it. I haven't really done anything. But
I'm glad you brought it up. I'm glad you brought it up because I wanted to talk about that too. I mean, it was a really nice thing while I was on the cruise. I was getting a lot of text messages like, "Did you know that you were nominated?" I didn't, because I actually didn't have I had internet that night, but I had no idea that that was going on. So it was a really nice surprise to open up the phone to being nominated for the Grind
Right.
Hard Award, the best podcast, which we just started our podcast. Me, Elisa, and Chet, the Conscious Cruiser. So that is another one. Best YouTube series and best collab. I mean, just in a year and 7, 8, 9 months, almost 2 years. I mean, Bill. I mean, I was nothing but honored, and
Right.
I was almost at a loss for words. So
Well, I was the same way. It's like somebody was texting me, congratulations. I'm like, for what? And they tried to explain to me, Marjorie, I believe it was Marjorie. And I'm like, I had no clue what she was talking about. Eventually I found out what it was. So Margie was the first one to break it to me. But I was on a cruise and I didn't know anything about it. So it for us, it's an honor, that even people that even they thought enough to even mention us was an honor. I mean, and there's some great channels over there. And that's your favorite couple, Mead and I, Team
Marcos
Reeds,
on the
Keeping Up with the
Go,
Griffins,
Reeds,
and Edna's World and MH Family Adventures. I mean,
Music
these are all
City,
some of the
Edna's
people that
World, yep.
cooking with the Cantrons.
Patrons, yep. Keeping Up with the Jacksons.
So I mean, it's just a ton of people, and to be mentioned like in that same breath with them, it was an honor. So I am going to try to go out there and try to convince people to vote for me, but
try to bring home the award this year.
Yeah, but even if I don't, I know there's so many other deserving channels out there.
There are, yes.
But we would appreciate it. Go over there and just cast a vote, and make sure you check out some of the channels.
Yes, and thank you very much, Carnival Cruise Addicts. I almost said me and Liz are having a problem lately of again, now everybody is getting our channels mixed up, Controversial Cruising and Carnival Cruise Addicts. So
yeah,
I almost just said it, but thank you, Carnival Cruise Addicts, for dropping that on my side. Yes, I have that in my description too as well. Embarkation Nation has come in. Hello, everyone. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Let me backtrace just a little bit here. Royal is getting rid of the library. I think a lot of cruise companies are getting rid of the library. At least I would think. These buns rock hard. What are we talking about here? Yeah, I know. If anybody goes on a cruise, please bun reply me and Warmstrong. You tag us both in your rock hard bun stories. You could take that any way you want, but rock hard bun stories. And yeah, if you encounter any cruise line, but me and Bill, they were both on Carnival. Was that on Carnival? Your first hard bun? That was Carnival, right?
No, that was MSC.
That was MSC.
Cal, we're talking about hamburger buns and hot dog buns.
Hamburger.
Just so I don't know, you might not be aware of it. So when we start talking about buns, that's what we're talking about.
Sin and a shame they get rid of libraries, but they don't belong besides the Jazz Club. Yes, they don't.
Well, but do you really need space for a library? The whole ship could be a library. Any window could be your library. Yeah, I mean, you have to bring a book on yourself. The library, it's not like a real library. They have like 6 books in there.
Hey, some of them don't come off the wall, and they're just for.
I don't know. I was just so disappointed, and the location of this one was so awkward that why you would have there, I don't know. I'm disappointed in it.
The Lord, the exaggeration. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Keisha, too, as well. Congratulations all around. Scratch and Pete. Hello, Scratch and Pete. Let's see. I saved it to vote later. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Emily.
Welding Carey is here. Hello, Welding Carey. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
My buns are fluffy. I can't stand. And I'm telling you, Bill, there are the late night snacks on Carnival. We're going back to Carnival now. Is by ship, because I'm telling you, I would show up pretty early to the late night buffet on the Miracle, and every single bun was hard.
Really?
Yes, because you tap it with the, you don't touch it, but you tap it with the tongs, and you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no. No.
Well,
that was even harder. No. Like
Carnival late night buffets, it's more like an afterthought.
Not on the Paradise.
The food is not very good. The pizza is trash. it's terrible. I mean, it's I never did like the late night buffet. I think MSE's late night buffet is better, not a lot better, but it's a little better.
I can't wait to see it. Well, Carnival Paradise definitely worst ship in the Carnival fleet, but best late night buffet in the Carnival fleet. You fellas are definitely deserving for this collaboration with the Cruise Talk. Great Wednesday live stream. Well, thank you very much, Keisha. We appreciate that. We started at Bill. I mean, oh my God, we're almost like 57 episodes in now. Over a year.
Right.
Look at us. I mean, wow. Look at us.
It's a lot of fun. Normally if it was just me, I probably wouldn't even come on because I haven't really been into it because just being on so many days at sea and just coming here just relaxing, I don't want to do anything. But when I come on here and start talking to you about cruising, I really enjoy it. And then we start talking about the ships that we went on. This is a lot of fun. And watching you guys on the Paradise, I know what you're saying, but I still I still feel like I missed out on a great cruise.
There was a lot of funny things that went on in that cruise, I'll tell you. And it was like I said, it was really good being around everybody and just what you think of the people that you see on that side that I was with, they are exactly the same as you would think they are on their channels. So every single one of them were, I mean, some of them you may have already met. I don't know if you've met Cruise Nuts and Kathy Mills and her friend Rena and Eddie and Alice and Ross and Jeremy and Cheryl. Cheryl's funny. Oh man, Cheryl had me laughing. She is a hoot. Cheryl is a hoot. Emily says, when I was on the NCL Dawn, I never went in their library just to grab a board game or two. Emily, the NCL Dawn is probably the only NCL ship I actually recall being on. I think I was on another one when I was way, way younger, but NCL Dawn I was on 2011. That's how long it's been since I've been on an NCL ship.
Wow.
Next will be the Joy for the Rock and Roll cruise, but yeah, and I'll be going on with my dad again. So that's kind of weird. I've been cruised on Carnival in a very long time, but we've cruised on the NCL ships, 2 of them, within I don't know 30 years. Whatever happened to early night snacks buffet for our late night or for us old farts? That's called dinner, Ross.
Well, I was about to say the buffet is open till like 9 o'clock, 9:30.
Tea time, Ross. Oh, Keisha likes firm buns. Ooh, firm buns. Wait, we talking food? Oh, yes. Getting on the Mariner of the Seas tomorrow. Ooh.
Sweet.
KMA. Denise says, voted Denise. You snuck in.
Denise,
Where did you sneak in? I'm sorry, Denise. Oh my God. You guys make the time in between cruises fun. Oh, the small time that Bill is home.
Wow.
I know. We all wish we could live like Bill. I saw in your post, everybody wants to live like Bill. Hop from cruise to cruise 2019 for me. Oh, wow. Been a long time. Oh, yes. I know you saw that, Bill. I tagged you. Dwayne found them hard buns on the Spirit.
Yeah.
Right when you show up. You don't tell me that those buns have been sitting there. Right when you show up, you can show up at 11 or you could show up at 12:30. They are the same hard buns. If your ship has hard buns, they have hard buns. I'm telling you. That's why I was so impressed with Carnival Paradise. I'm like, why is the late night snacks the only good thing on this ship? I don't get it. Why do they care so much about the late night buffet? And I mean, they were out there with the signs, and they had like 2 guys in stripes, one at the front, one at back, and they were like cleaning it before, cleaning it after. I was like they are really taking pride in this late night buffet. I was like, you would drop one little thing of chili off the thing, they'd be there. Whoop! Oh, let me wipe it up, sir. I'll wipe it up.
Yeah. What? I on the Spirit, I don't remember ever having a hard bun on the Spirit.
I had them on the Miracle. They were bad. Weldon Carrier. Oh yeah, yes. Weldon Carrier, a new friend that stops by a knife channel too. I saw that up there. The Mariner is fun. Jamie's is delicious. You'll have fun. Ooh. CCA who has fluffy buns, Chris. fluffy buns. Chris's buns are hard. Bonnie Moon in Grand Cayman. Yes. So in Grand Cayman, funny story. I was there 8 years ago. No, 7 years ago, and it was a place right off of 7 Mile Beach. And Bill, you might have went there. It's called Calico Jacks. So if you've ever went to Calico Jacks, which is basically right where they drop you off, you go off a little bit, and it's the first bar off there to the right. Well, Calico Jacks shut down during the pandemic. They actually only reopened in May of 2024. So they've only been open 7 months now, 6 months now. And they reopened to a place called Bonnie Moon under brand new managers, brand new ownership. And the place is absolutely beautiful. I mean, the interior it's more of a beach bar, but they really did the interior. They really did the upping of the menu. All of their drinks are up in high class, and it's no more than you would expect to pay at a restaurant here that you would go down to, the street at a
Yeah.
pub and hang out with somebody. So drinks were reasonably priced. They had their menu was actually split up into small plates, medium plates, and large plates. It was in another language, but they had the English next to it that translated small, medium, and large. But it was really nice, and it was only a few dollars in between of upping in between small, medium, and large. So I mean, it wasn't like, oh wow, I'm not going to pay $45 for large. It was only like $29, $32 for a large, and on the small side, like 14 to 18.
The funny thing is, I'm going to Grand Cayman on this next cruise. Jamaica, Falmouth, and Grand Cayman, and maybe Nassau.
Okay.
So I'm going. I'm gonna try Bonnie Moon.
Bonnie Moon, phenomenal. You will absolutely love that place. All the cocktails. I think Ross, remind me what you got. I forgot. Oh, Ross got a pina colada. He said the best pina colada he's ever had in his entire life. He said they definitely made it with fresh pineapple or fresh pineapple, and obviously all the other fixings there. I had a beer that was brewed where we were in Grand Cayman.
Yeah.
Top notch, only $6 for the beer on tap. So Bonnie Moon, phenomenal place.
I will try it. And thanks to T-Mobile, where we get the free data, unlimited data, maybe I'll try to go live from there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. They have free Wi-Fi there too as well. So I said, sorry, I'm too early again. 2 more days, Dustin. 2 more days. We are going to Hell in Grand Cayman this trip. Oh, Hell is great. I've been there. Definitely a fun place.
I've been there.
Yeah, a lot of fun merch too to get in the little gift shop. I've been to Hell. Right. Gone through Hell. We should have gone with y'all. You should have. You really should have. It was a fun time, and they didn't pressure you to leave, or they didn't pressure Marie and Ross sat there for almost 2 hours, and the guy was our server was taking us all around the place because I told him that I had a YouTube, and he was like, oh, come over to this side. He was showing me where the DJ is. He's like, at nights there's DJ here and they have a party and whatnot. He was taking me out the front, and I have a whole different view from where we were sitting. So it was a really nice place. Tracy, the other cruise nut, has come in. Hello, Tracy. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
FYI, what'd you say, Bill?
2 things. People, if you're just coming in, make sure that you on my channel, if you go up to the top, it's pinned to the top, but it's Scott and I are listed for a best collab by Meet and I Awards. So one of the categories we're up for is best collaboration on YouTube. So if you could vote for us, we'd really appreciate it. Also, Scott,
thank you very much.
I'm curious. You and Ross were cabin mates, right?
We were. Yes, we were.
How'd you enjoy that?
Ross is a really good roommate. This was his first, I believe, his first Carnival cruise. Yes, his first Carnival cruise. He's only been on 3. And he had a lot of questions, but he was a very, very good roommate. He tagged along. We definitely went on an excursion in Key West that I would not have gone on. And I'm actually grateful that Ross and I got to go on it because, again, you don't really know those things. Sometimes you get thrown in a situation destination, and we went on the Contour train. If you've ever been to Key West, it's actually one of the most historical tours down in Key West. You sit on a little train trolley, and they take you around the entire town of Key West. They explain with a guide. They explain the entire city. They stop 4 different places that we got off. You can hop on and hop off and get on another train 15 or 30 minutes later, and that was a really, really nice experience. So I'm really, really glad we got to do that. That was Key West.
Nice.
We took a personal tour from a friend of mine. Her name is Janelle. We took a tour in Montego Bay. We went all around Montego Bay. About 28 of us. Ross and I were in the front of the bus. Aunt June and Uncle Brady were behind. And there were about 24 other individuals from the Facebook group that had also hopped on. We had a great time going around the city of Montego Bay. I know the city of Montego gets pretty much of a bad rap, but Ross and I had a great time on that trip. And then in Grand Cayman, we took a tender. As you know, it's a tender port, so you have to get on one of those little ships, which was great because it wasn't a carnival tender, so it wasn't a lifeboat, so you're not sitting there face to face next to somebody. It was a local tender, so you had a room to sit. And we got off. We explored 7 Mile Beach. That's where we went down to Bonnie Moon. Ross got back on the ship. I did a little shopping out in the port area, and then I got back on. It was really easy. I'll tell you right now, he does not snore. If anybody snores in between the two of us, it's me, and I don't snore that much. Ross tells me I snore, but I don't snore that much. So yeah, it was a very, very pleasant experience.
We're going to have to make this is going to be a topic. I was bringing that up to have a topic. I wasn't aware of the time. I'd like to talk to you about it as far as cruising with a roommate that you met on like YouTube. So in other words, like me and you, we were cabin mates. You and Ross. I'm assuming you never met like in real life, and you kind of met up on this. Correct. And like, what do you think about that? We don't have to answer now. You don't have to answer.
Yeah.
I mean, this is another topic.
No Pants too. Shady Brady.
Yeah.
So I actually have I have a pretty long history.
And I'm just, for me, you know, I've done it a few times, and I've had mixed reviews of them. I mean, I had one. It was a young lady I met on a cruise, and we went, and I didn't know really anything about her, but she likes to get up early, sleep with the TV on, and it was like, stop! I need quiet when I sleep. I don't get up early in the morning. It was like, so I want to just talk to you as far as, is that something that you would do like in the future? Like, you know, somebody else, let's say traveling veteran, you know, needed somebody to travel, you know, traveling veteran, I don't really know you, but I'm just using your name as an example. But like, is that something that you could recommend to somebody, or is that something that you would do again? Apparently you've done it a few times, so I'm assuming you probably would do it again.
Well, I do know Will, and I have cruised with Will. We haven't been in the same cabin, but you know, I think it's really for me a case by case basis. You know, you really get a good sense, or you can get a good sense, not the best, but you can get a good sense for how somebody is, obviously, on their YouTube. The 4 or 5 times that I have done it, it's always worked out. You know how the double supplement when you are traveling solo, it makes it a little harder for those who are traveling solo because you have to pay double. So when you have somebody who has a like interest as yourself, hopefully has a YouTube channel that has some content so you can watch some videos and scope out and, you know, kind of do your homework. I think you know, I think it's worked out well for me.
That's good.
I don't think that you know, I think it's easier choosing your cabin mate rather than being stuck with say a family member that maybe you don't get along with, or a family member that you thought you would do great with. You went on with your cousin or whatever, and then you end up having a horrible time. I mean, I was talking to a lady at the bar. She went with her sister-in-law, I believe, and she was having a horrible time. She didn't really like the ship of the Paradise anyway, but she found out that she could never end up sharing a room with her sister-in-law again because it was just horrible. Of course, I only heard her side of the story, but
Right.
again,
Well, I mean, that's her. She could never do it. So, because this past cruise I was on, a lady did the same thing. She was traveling with some friends, and she was staying with a lady, and she loved being by herself and reading a book, staying in the cabin, late and not coming out early. And their thing was trying to get her out the cabin, and she's like, "That's not what makes me happy." And it really drove her crazy. And she says, I can't do this anymore. I just have to go by myself. And that's why, you were talking about traveling with Ross, and you kind of knew Ross a little bit, but
yeah.
I just wondered, like, your experience and other people, have they've done that before?
Or would they do that?
Or would they?
The
And that's
opportunity arose.
something that we can talk about at a later date. But
Definitely good.
it's
good
definitely
topic.
definitely a way to save money. And some of these cruises are so expensive now that it's like, well, it's two things. They're very expensive, and if I'm paying for it, if I'm paying double already, it really doesn't hurt me to invite somebody to come along. You'd be surprised. I mean, my brother, he will not come along. He thinks there's some catch, and I'm trying to explain to him there's no catch. I'm paying it anyway. The port charges, but I told him, even he lives in Wichita, Kansas. I said, I would even pick up the port charges. And he's like, no, there's some kind of catch. You're trying to trick me. I'm like, bro, I'm your brother. How trick you? How? Anywho. But if you pay twice, and it's like, I hate to see it go to waste.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Felicia FR Humpers have come in. Hello, welcome
Felicia.
In. Yes, it was awesome, Ross. Yes, definitely a good cruise roommate, my friend. Traveling veteran, going good. Would be great if sailing sooner. I know. Me too. Mine's not till January. I got a 2-month break. 2-month break.
That's a long time.
Jennifer Gilbert. Hello, Jennifer. Hey, Scott. That's Will's wife. And yes, Ross is definitely one of those people that would give his back off of his shirt if you are his friend or family. Ross would
nice
give the shirt off his back. That is,
and he seems like that too. I mean,
Kermit's was a highlight. Yes, so I actually off that train, we took a stop. Ross plopped on a bench for a little while. I ran up the street to Bank of America, and right next to the Bank of America, because I already had Googled this, right next to the Bank of America was Kermit's. And if you know about Kermit's, it's the famous key lime pie, which we found out they don't use real key limes. Ross could tell you about that in the story in the chat, but they don't use real key limes. But I brought back 2 slices of key lime pie, and I actually ate one myself. So that was the only dessert that I had on the entire cruise. No round trip taxis fares. That's right. Scott, I think your storytelling would be much better with those noises. Wait, am I muted? No, I'm not muted. We don't snore, do we? No. I wonder if Scott's talking. I definitely talk in my sleep for sure. Let's see. You got to quiz the person, but I'd rather go solo if I'm not with the wife and kids, unless they are like me and can sleep through anything. Dustin, I can sleep on this roof if you wanted me to.
Right.
Richard, don't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have remembered seeing Scott in our room. I'm crashing tonight. Oh, and I just want to say thank you, Denise. Denise got me this nice wave for the studio here. So
wow, Sea Wave Lounge.
Lit crappy sun, and then she got me a nice, wonderful wave. So thank you very much, Denise. Waving to you. You're probably gone six minutes ago because I'm so far behind, but I love it. It just adds such a nice touch. I told you I would hang it up. Donna voted. Thank you guys for voting. Bill, what does your brother think the catch was?
He thinks there's some kind of hidden cost.
My sister jumped at my offer.
He thinks there's like there's nothing free. And I'm like, well, I mean, yes, gratuities and tipping people as you go, that would be your cost. And he swears that he thinks there's I'm trying to trick him into some kind of hidden cost. and I don't know. You have to talk to him. Maybe I'll bring him on here one day and talk to him about it.
I traveled with a friend, and she would wake up. We need to wake. Wait, I traveled with a friend, and she would need to wake her up every time. She would need me to wake her up every time, but would wake up with a nice good morning every morning. Oh.
Yeah.
Scott doesn't talk in his sleep. Other noises. Oh, Jesus. Bill, your brother sounds.
No,
Bill, sounds like your brother's cheap.
No, but that's just it. He's not cheap, but he thinks there's like some kind of hidden cost. But it's like, because if he was cheap, he'd be like, I'm in. It's free. I'm in. Yeah, but no, it's like he thinks there's some like astronomical cost that's going to hit later on, like probably like the cost of the cruise. And he's not really into cruising anyway. But to me, it was like just a vacation, just to get away. So anyway, he doesn't have to worry about me asking again.
He can take me, Bill. We can go on another cruise again, Bill.
Yay!
Maybe an MSC cruise this time.
Now we're talking.
Ooh, now we're talking. Ooh. Maybe our group cruise will be on an MSC cruise, Bill.
I don't know, Scott. I don't know. I don't see people. If you start talking about MSC and on a cruise where people aren't comfortable with the people that they're cruising with, and when I say cruising with, it's like MSC. They deal with a lot of the Asian market and the Latin American market. So you have a lot of nationalities on there, and when they give instructions over the air, over the speakers, they also do it in Chinese. Oh. So a lot of people might feel uncomfortable with that, and I don't know. And the music wise, it's not the typical pop music, and they have like a lot of jazz and things like that. So I don't know if you'd want to take a chance on people who aren't familiar with MSC. To make a long story, I felt like I talked for 15 minutes, but yeah,
Margaritaville at the Sea it is. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
I think more people would like Margaritaville of the Sea because that's more typical of what people think a cruise is.
We're 3-day, but just not on the Carnival Paradise.
Nikki says, "Take me, okay, Nikki.
Oh, take me." All right, Bill. I am down to the bottom of the chat. Where can the people find more of Warm Strong Adventures? I know you have a banter with Bill set up for tomorrow.
I do. I have banter with Bill, and I think I'm going to be talking about the Panama Canal trip I did with my son. It's going to be a condensed kind of version of the ship, bucket list cruises, and things like that. So it's going to be kind of condensed. I'm trying to convince my son to come on and give his opinion of it because he hated it. He loved the Panama Canal part of it, and going to Costa Rica and Cartagena. I think he loved that, but the cruise ship itself and the people that were on the cruise, he hated it. It drove him. It's 16 days, and he was absolutely miserable. So he wants to come on, and he said the only way that he would come on is because I told him, man, you can't come on here bashing Carnival. I'm trying to get Carnival where they like me, and hey, you send us a media kit, and we know you would like Carnival, and you're promoting us. I can't do that if you bash them. I mean, I can, but anywho, I told him he can come on and say whatever he wants to say about Carnival, and you can get like what it's like for a younger person. Like for me, I didn't think it was all that bad.
He didn't even like the food?
No. What choices? What choices did he have?
Wow.
He's on the Spirit. What he hates chopsticks. The buffet was just okay, and dinner was like just okay. And then he did not. The pizza was okay. His favorite was probably Guy's Burger.
Wow. Did you have an alfresco?
We did.
Oh,
didn't
like that either?
No, he did it, but it wasn't. We had a bad seat. We had one of those benches that like at Guy's Burger, like underneath the roof. We were under there, having the dinner. So I mean, we weren't even out under the sky. So yeah, he was not very happy. He's not a happy. He wasn't a happy camper.
Felicia says that's sad.
He was not a happy camper.
All right. So that's tomorrow, right? Tomorrow at what time is it now? I'm all confused with the times.
6 p.m. 6 p.m. Eastern time.
6 p.m. Eastern time. And then, are you still sticking to your Monday? Are you premiering on Mondays? Is that what you're doing?
Know. I'm just trying to get stuff together now to put up a video. I'm telling you, Scott, I'm barely watching any videos on TV.
Yes, Jim.
As far as like YouTube, so I'm trying to get back into it. And this is a start. This got me motivated to do something. So I'm going to try to start putting out a video on Monday.
I know we had to do our live. We had to get it back and rolling.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to be convinced about MSC. I know Richard has been in my ear about MSC too. So yeah, I'll be on an MSC cruise next year for sure. Whether it's with you, whether it's with both you and Richard at the same time. So we'll definitely figure it out. You've convinced me enough. I think you had me at pizza.
I think you would like it if you're not into, like I said, a royal ship with the over the top entertainment. As far as like the Aqua 2 and the full length plays and all this other stuff, if you can appreciate Carnival's entertainment, you'll like MSC.
B Weezy Cool has come in and said, "I like the professional juggler. He was the best."
He did, Zach. He did. I thought he was kidding about that, but he really did. That's how bad. Well, that's how bad the entertainment was. The entertainment on the ship was trash. As far as the shows, I don't know what happened, but they canceled like a lot of the performances. They would come out and they would sing songs, but as far as like the dancing and all this other stuff, but they brought a juggler out there and he won some awards and he came out there and he juggled it. And he's a young looking kid. He was about 16 years old. Anyway, he came out there and he entertained the crowd, and my son absolutely loved him. I thought he was joking about it, but that was his favorite entertainer of the ship.
All right. Well, we'll just have to wait to hear the rest of B Weezy Cool tomorrow.
Well, hopefully he'll come on tomorrow, and he can give you like his take on the entertainment. And I could see how it, for a younger person, it probably wasn't very entertaining, and especially if you got beaten in basketball by an old man. I mean, now you can't play basketball.
Hello, Gutters. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, gents in chat. Welcome in. Orange Cone Vlog. Yeah, you gambled enough to get yourself there to the Vista class ships. I told you once you got over those 1,500, you'd be getting some better offers.
Those points and you get the free offers.
Hey Scott, if Richard is busy, I can't be a roommate, but you can rent Will for a week. Oh boy, I don't know if I can keep up with Will and drinking, but that's all right. He can drink my drinks. All right. As for me, the Sea Wave Lounge is open tomorrow for Thursday.
It's about time.
Match Game is back this week. We have a special guest, a good friend of mine, living large with El Crew. Some of you know Ren from the Tuber Chat Streets. And we will have her on over. Oh, geez. 222 of 50. Wow, geez. Woof. Kelly has come in too. Hello. Hey, Scott and Bill. Hello. Good night. Good night, everyone. And yes, at the end of this, please remember to go on over to that Meet and I link that I'll pop back up here. Give on a little vote there if you have not already to Mr. Warmstrong and myself for the best YouTube collaboration. You may see Mr. Bill and myself on some separate categories. So if you feel so inclined, please give us some votes there too as well for the other categories. And we'll be back here. I'll be back here tomorrow. Bill will be back here tomorrow. And we'll be back right here next week with another episode of Cruise Talk Live. So thank you, everyone. I am redirecting all of the 18-19 of you that are in my chat. We're going to go over to Antoinette at Fun. Those who want to go over to Antoinette at Fun on Warmstrong side, just give a little Cruise Talk Live raid and let Antoinette and and Angelo know that we sent you on over from the Cruise Talk Live raid. So thank you, everyone. See everybody tomorrow,
everybody.
hopefully. And we will see you later. Let me just pop this down here. You guys know where to find the link to vote for us, and we are out. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Cruise Talk Live raid at Antoinette. Bye.